Okay, tell me next. Next, what I need to do? Yeah, bhai, it's silent. Be interactive, please. Right name. I'm audible. Again, repeating.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
you're audible, sir.
Yeah, guide me. What I need to do next?
We need to make sure we need to put some name, anything, whatever we need.
So, what is the naming convention for project name?
Methods.
Conic project. Conic project.
Hmm?
Conic project.
Methods. Who decide methods?
Sir, Conic project.
Methods. We'll go with methods example. Okay. So someone is calling me. Give me a minute. Okay. So now don't create. Open perspective. What happened? So now method examples, right? Project created. So next, what we need to do?
Package.
Right click on
Tag.
SRC.
Package.
You need to
Okay.
create package, sir. Yeah. New
Oh.
package. Sir.
What is the naming convention for project package?
Package it always small letters, sir.
Next, what else?
Calm dot methods.
In a reverse order, whatever it, if you are working in a company, that we you need to mention in reverse order, sir.
Okay. So what's
Yeah.
our company name? Net dot
Net dot
Conic, right? So we are going to discuss on methods, right? So next, okay. So now what I will do is I will
you
go
can
with
right
the
click on package class.
class. Okay. So then I will write.
Camel tracer.
I will create calculator as of now. Okay. So now I am having calculator, right? So now we are going to discuss about methods. Just we'll discuss few items now. Okay. So just consider, like I'm asking you a simple question, like I want to. Okay, 1 minute. Give me a minute. Don't know why I'm getting calls this much morning. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now I created one class, right? So let me write something like, for example, I want to add, I want to use, I want to add numbers. Okay, if consider like I want to add 4 and 5. What I need if I want to add two numbers?
Addition operator, sir. We need
Addition.
addition operator.
Very good. One additional operator. Addition operator we need. And another thing, what we need?
Subtraction, sir.
No, to add two number, why I need subtraction, right?
We need two variables, sir.
Two variables, right? Two values, right? Then what else we need? Quickly, we need two operands and one operator. Then in output, what we'll get?
Equal to, sir.
Okay, sir.
Output, what we'll get?
We need another variable in order to store the sum,
To
sir.
store.
Exactly. So we need first is what operation we are going to do, right? We need two operands, minimum two operands, right? Then we will be having one value to be returned, right? If I'm giving two numbers, how many numbers you will get? I don't know. Swiggy calls I am getting. I don't know why. क्या भाई बोलते करते हैं क्या? Okay, so 2 addition value and 1 return value, right? So same thing. For example, if I want to square the number, right? So how many operators I need? How many operands I need? I want to square. If I'm giving one number, I want to square it. So how many inputs required? How many inputs required?
One operand and one return value.
Exactly. One value, one operand and one return value, right? Will give me 10 square. I will get 100. Right? So it will take one input. If I want to add 3 numbers, how many operators I need? How many operands I need? क्या भाई सुबिन खामोश हो?
3 operands.
Simple. 3 operands, right? I need 3 inputs, right? And in return, how much I will get? How many operators I will get? How many? What value I will get?
1, sir.
1. Right? So this one, I need to give input, and in return I will get a 1 value, right? So another thing which we need to note is, like, if you are giving integers, what we'll get? We are getting integer, right? If you are giving float, decimal points, what we'll get? We'll get a decimal points. Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes. So similarly here also, when we are creating any method, we will be having mainly 2 things. One is like input variables. Another name is arguments. Another name is parameters. Okay. Here in this case, for this plus operator, there are 2 parameters or arguments required, right? So another thing which we need is like what value we are going to get in return, right? So that's called return types or return value, right? So for everything we need to give few inputs. In response, we'll get a few outputs, right? So similarly, these 2 are very important. What we need to do is what we are going to give input. In response, what will get the output. These 2 values is very important when you are going to use the methods. Okay. Now let's discuss a simple thing. Okay. So I am saying like I want to add 2 numbers, right? So I can use operator or I can write my own method. Okay. So what is the purpose of method is it will help me to reuse the code once I write it, right? So for example, we are writing main, right? In that you can see like I am using sysout, right? Right. So this println is a method, right? So if I want to reuse the code, I just copy paste automatically. I no need to write individual code. I need to call that particular method, right? 10 times I can call, I can reuse that method. For example, not only this one, we are having, I will show you some other example. Let's see. Let's go with the pass marks, right? Sorry, result. Just to think this scenario. Okay, so in last class we discussed like one student. Okay, one student is having M1, M2, M3, 3 subjects. Remember this, right? Example.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how you know that he's passed or failed?
If we get less than 35.
Less than 35, right? So
Yeah.
is it applicable for only for one student or 1,000 students? For every student.
For every student.
So if I am writing for M1, M2, M3, for every student, I need to write a condition, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
For all the students, I need to write. If I'm writing some code which can be reused, that can be used for thousands of students, not only for students, one college, we can use for other colleges also, then it will reduce our code, right? I no need to repeat the logic. I just need to take the inputs and I just need to give the output, right? So it will help me to reduce the code and I can reuse the code. Okay. So now let's take one same example and I am going to write one method. Okay. For example, I am going to write Boolean check result into subject. Now let's analyze this particular part. Okay. Okay. So now I have written one signature. This particular complete thing is called signature, method signature or prototype. क्या बोलते हैं सर? क्या बोलते हैं सर? Repeat it. You're not audible. क्या बोलते हैं? Method signature or
Prototypes.
prototype, right? So what it will do is like, see, it is having multiple parts. Let's discuss. Okay. So what is the input for to identify whether the subject a student is passed or failed? What input I require to make the student pass or fail?
Yes or no?
No. What input I require to check whether the student is passed or failed?
Marks.
Boolean, sir. Marks.
Marks, right? In
Less
that
than
particular
1 point.
subject, I need what are the marks he got, right? So this one is input. This is the marks of that particular subject, right? So this one is called input argument. So in response, what I will get? If I am giving marks, he's passed or failed, I will get that one only, right? True or false, right? So this one is the result which I will get. Right? And this one is the method name. Okay. So this complete is called method signature. Okay. So for everything, what we need to do is we need to have input, what input we should give, what response we'll get, right? And what method we need to call it. Now let's see another example. Okay. So I will take simple example so that you can understand. Okay. So I want public int son. Okay, so forget about these two parts as of now. I will discuss in next session. Okay, what is this public static? Just concentrate on this particular part, right? Here, what I am saying, like int sum, int a, int b, right? So now, what is the signature of this method? Hello,
Int sum, int a, int b, sir.
exactly. This part is signature. Int a sum, int a, int b. What are the arguments?
int A and int B.
Very good. Int a and int b. This is the input which we need to give. Two parameters we need to give, right? What response we'll get?
Sum.
Response will get an integer, right?
Yeah.
Sum only, but we don't know what exactly it will return. Just I give a name. So how to call it? The name of this method is sum, right? So this is completely a signature, right? So if I know this, even without knowing what internally happening, I can use it. Yes or no? What input I will give? I will give two integers. In response, I will get one integer, and I will call it as a sum, right? Even though internally what's written, I no need to take worry. With only method signature, if I am aware, I can use it, right? So now let's see how to use it. Okay, so I'm writing a main method. Okay, so then what I will do, I will write int a is equal to 10, right? Let's use some different variables. X into y is equal to 45, right? Now into z is equal to sum of 10 comma 45. Okay, what happened here? In sum int a into b, and then I return one main method, right? So what is the starting point for each and every class is a main method. Main method is a key method where we are going to start our process, right? So now what happened is I created two variables, int x, int y. Then I am calling this sum, right? So now let's see how it will communicate with each other. Okay. So what is the starting point for every class? It's a main method, right? So now my process will start from here in this line, right? So this will be discussed later. The first line which will be executed is int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 45. Then what I am doing? This sorry, I need to write. I need a charger. Sir, bhai. Okay, sorry, my charging is over, so just setting it up. Okay. Mm. Take it there. Take it there. Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Hello. Yeah. Now it is back to this. Okay. So whenever we are starting, we'll start from main method, right? So we already discussed in previous class. The starting point always will be main method, right? It's the initial point where the application will starting from this particular point. So now when I'm running, so first line which will execute, this one is x is equal to 10, then y is equal to 45. So I'm initializing two value. Then what I'm doing here, I'm just calling sum x y, right? So this is the method name where I am calling method name. So you can see this one and this one is same, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever I'm calling, let me just highlight it. Right? So this method, this is the method name, right? So once I am calling this method name, what it will do is it will get directly associated with this one. Okay, then what I'm doing here, x, y, I'm calling, right? So what will happen is in this case, this x value, which is 10, will get copied here, where? Here. So now this x copy, what it will send this 10 to A, and y value will be pointed to B. Now what is the value of A?
10.
10, sir.
10. Now what is the value of B? 45, right?
45.
Then what will happen is,
45.
yeah. So what it will do is, here you can see like I'm having calculation, right? So A and B, I'm calculating here, right? So what is the value of now A plus B?
55, sir.
55. Then what I'm doing, I'm returning it
55.
back. I'm saying like once you are calculating, what you do? Just return this value back, right? So once I'm calculating this value, I'm returning it back. So how it will come? It will come from here, right? Return. So will get saved here. Got it, right? So I'm calling sum. Automatically what you do is control will give into another method sum, and all the details whatever I am giving here, it will get copied here, A and B. It will calculate A plus B and it will return back. What is the meaning of return? I calculated it, I return it back. For example, I'm asking like, can you please add two numbers for me, right? So you'll say yes sir, I will do, right? Then I will say like, how many numbers you are expecting? You are expecting two numbers. If I'm saying 5, you will be waiting for another number, right? So if I'm saying 45, then you will take the two numbers and you will calculate. In response, what you will do? You will calculate that value and you are returning back to me, stating like the total is 45 plus 10, 55, right? So here also the same thing will happen. X is 10, y is equal to 45. I'm calling here. So it will go to here. It will calculate this value and it will return back. I'll get the value here. Now let's see how it will work. $50. Right. Now let's see the debug, how the flow is happening. Okay. So now I'm clicking here, one button. I'm adding debug points. Now let's run debug. Right? Now you can see first point, which it is where it is starting from X, right? So now I'm going next step. You can see Y is equal to 45, right? So then it will go to sum. Now what it will do, it will give control to sum method, right? Now you can see what is the value of A. Here you can see the values, right? It got copied 10 and 45, A and B. Actually, the values are coming from X and Y, right? So it's copied in A and B. Now I'm calculating A plus B and returning back. So you can see control will come back again to X and Y and Z. What is the value of Z? 55. So
55.
the complete calculation is happening here. So the control back, I can see like 55. So now if I want to use this for another purpose, right? Y is equal to 5. I will write Z. See, now I'm using sum 2 times, right? So sum what I'm doing 2 times. Even I want, I can use it for 10 times, right? So I'm reusing this method, this calculation, without even repeating the logic. I don't need to repeat the logic. I just need to pass the new values. It will get calculated. Now let's run how it will happen. Let's see. Okay. Now again control will back to X, right? Now F6 Y value, then sum. Where I will go? I will go back to sum method. I will calculate it and I will return it back. Now Z value came. Now again I am changing X and Y. Now I am passing these values back to sum. Then I am again coming to R, the value of R, right? I'm printing these two values. Got it? So I can, if I want, I can use it for 1000 times, right? Only, but logic is I return once. Got it? Now let's write another method. Okay. So what I did here is I did addition of numbers, right? I want subtraction. So can anyone guide me how I can write the method for subtraction? Quickly.
Sir, same
Sir, A minus.
69 only, sir. Same as the 69.
I know same. You repeat.
Sir, public static int sum
Public static int sub
bracket, open bracket int a
mm,
int a comma int b.
okay.
Open cover bracket return a minus b. Return a minus b.
Okay.
A minus b.
Okay. If consider like I want to square a number, how I can do? Jaldi bhai. I want to square. I want to give one number and I want to square.
Public static int square.
Public static int square.
Int a comma int b.
Why you want int b?
Oh,
You are going to square it, right? Then
yeah. Open bracket. Return
mm,
a
mm.
like 2 multiplications.
A into a, sir.
A into A, right? So now let's give me for marks. I want to make him fall or pass or fail. How I can do that?
Marks.
Tell me marks. What is the marks? I want same. Repeat. What is the input? What is the output? You need to have that in your brain. Okay. Jaldi. I want whether the student pass or fail. I want to write their signature. How I need to do?
So you need to check the Boolean condition.
Yeah. Tell me the code.
Sir, Boolean
Boolean.
marks.
Mhm. I want proper name. Quickly.
Sir, Boolean int marks equal to true.
Boolean in. Who is this?
This is Hussain Khan, sir.
Hussein Khan. I will hit you.
Sorry.
Tell me. There are many experts are here. Srikanth. I want whether the student pass or fail. So the input should be what is the input? What is the output? Take one subject itself. Don't make it complex. How I can do that?
Boolean result.
Boolean. Very good. Boolean
Result.
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 Hmm.
In brackets.
Hmm.
M1.
What M1?
Open flower brackets.
So here you need to give
Int
declaration.
M1.
Ah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Int-
Int M1.
int marks, right?
Yes,
Then
sir.
here what I can do? Return.
If
I want result, right? So how I
Yes,
can
sir.
compare results?
if marks greater than 35.
Very good. Who is this?
Zaifa.
Zaifa. Right? So this
Yes,
will
sir.
return Boolean value, right? So it will take marks. So input expectation is marks. And what is the return expectation? Marks greater than or equal to 35. It will return me what? True or false, right? So now let's try another one. I want 3 subjects. I want to check whether that result is pass or fail for 3 subjects. How I can do? Please write public static as of now. Always, I will tell you, I will remove this in next class. Okay. So what is the purpose of it? We'll discuss it in later stages. And now anyone tell me how I can use if I'm having 3 subjects. I need to take 3 subjects. I need to say whether he's pass or fail.
If condition.
Tell me how, what is the input? What is the output? What is the signature? Hope you understand, right? For example, let's say again, I'm starting from starting, right? So when I want to add 2 numbers, right? So I need to take 2 inputs and return, I'm expecting 1 number, right? So this one is called input parameters or argument. This one is the method name and this one is the return type, right? This one is my logic. business logic where I am writing the calculation, right? Then I am returning it back, right? So whenever I want to call, how I can call, I will call that method name here by parameters like 10 and 45. This 10 and 45 will get copied here. Let's go back to this screen, right? So int sum, int a and b means these two are parameters, right? So two parameters, what it will do, it will take that value, it will calculate and it will return back. Once I am returning back, it will come to z, right? So for that, what I need two parameters, right? And one return type and the business logic, which I am writing, and the whole thing is called a signature. To call this, what I need to do, I need to call by using method name, right? This one is a method name. So by using method name, I can pass the value that values will get copied and will return me the result, right? Here I am getting in Z, I am getting the result, right? So same thing, primary thing which we need to understand is we need to understand what is the input, what is the output, right? So for example, if I want to add two numbers, I am taking two inputs. If I want three numbers to be added, I will take int a into b into c, right? If I want to add four numbers, I will take int a into b into c into d. But return value always will be one value only. Even I am adding 10 numbers in response, I will get only a single value. So return type always will be a single value, right? So that's why what I am doing, I am passing input and I am expecting output. This is called return type, right? So whatever I am giving input, in return I will get that value, right? For example, I said in marks this subject, right? So results, as Huzaifa said, this particular part, right? So when I am copying this, so what is the method name here? Result, right?
Result, sir.
Result is the method name. So what is the input parameters? Marks.
Marks.
Right? What I am expecting? Boolean, true or false, whether he is passed or not. So what I am passing here? I am passing Boolean condition like marks is greater than 35, then pass. Otherwise, fail, true or false, right? So if I want to use this, I can use this. What if I want to use three subjects? What I need to do? If I want three subjects, how many inputs I need? Right?
Four
inputs.
inputs, sir. Four inputs, sir.
How many?
Four, sir. Four.
For three subjects, why you want four inputs?
Three subject, we need to
Three
calculate
inputs.
result, no, sir.
Tell me how I can.
Sir, we need to add one variable, sir. Here, int a, int b, int c. We
Int
need to
M1,
calculate that.
int M2, int M3. Okay, then what is the fourth variable?
No need of fourth variable, sir.
Why you are saying fourth, right? Three variables. So how I can return the logic here?
If conditions.
If
If M1,
If
If
M1
required,
greater than
if
equal.
required. Anyhow, I am
If-
returning return Boolean, right? So let's write with if only. Okay, as of now, okay. If M1,
If M1 greater than or equal to 35
okay.
and
Mm,
M2 greater than or equal to 35
mm,
and
M3 greater than to
M3 greater than or equal to 35.
Okay, then what I need to do? I will return
So return
true,
true.
right? Else,
false.
Return false.
very good. But do I need this if condition? What this will return, this part?
Check the whether subject student is passed in all
So
subject. or not.
what value I will get in response to this?
It's true or false, sir. True or false.
Boolean
Then why-
value, sir.
Then why again I need to return true? I can directly write return here, right? Got it?
Yeah, got it. It's a little bit confusing, but I got it.
Little bit confusing how you got it. So what if condition always take true or false, right? If true, you are returning true. If false, you are returning false. Not required, right? So you already know it's a true or false, right? So even that's also fine. It's not like we need to go like this only. You can go with the if and conditions also. That's not a problem. Okay.
Can we mention M1 and M2 and M3 greater than 35? Three variables
No.
at a time.
No, it's a syntax actually. Syntax you need to follow. It's a Boolean one. It's Boolean. It's a true and true and true. Right? So now how to use it? Here, I'm deleting this someone now. Okay. Now I want to call this. Okay. So how I can call it? I need to take three subjects, right? S1 is equal to 10. Subject 2 marks is. Subject 3 marks is. Okay, three subjects I took. Now how I can check whether he's passed or failed? By using this method.
Well, Boolean result equal to true, then he'll pass. If Boolean false, is false.
I know that. Right? Everyone knows that. So how to use it?
Return true. Return true. Just mention return true. Then is
We
pass.
have to take a Boolean variable, sir.
Very good. Boolean R is equal to what I need to do?
Is equal to
Hmm.
result.
Hmm.
Results.
Results, right? There are two methods here. Result
Int.
is for single, results is for multiple, right? There are two different. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
now I need
Int S1.
int why you want int
No,
S1.
only
It's a
S1, S2,
declaration,
S3.
right? Declaration you need int. For using you no need a declaration. You just pass S1,
Okay, sir.
S2,
S2, S3.
S3. Right? That's it. So now in R what you will get? False or true?
True or false, sir?
True or false. In this case, what you will get?
False, sir.
Why?
Subject
here we get
S1 is less than
S1 is
35.
less.
Exactly. So we'll get false, right? I will write again condition like if R is out, passed in all subjects, right? Else is out, fail in one or more. So got it? So what I'm doing here, I'm just taking three subjects. So what will happen when I'm calling it? S1 will get copied to M1, S2 will get copied with M2, S3 will get copied to M3, right? Here I'm checking condition. If M1 is greater than, then if this condition is right, I'm returning true. Else, I'm returning false. So what will happen in this case? Return false because M1 is not greater than 35. So R is false now, right? So I'm checking if false means it will go where? Else condition. So it will print this one.
If condition, we don't have, we have not mentioned any condition here. If R.
This one, if one will take Boolean, right? What is the syntax for if? Right? If take Boolean value. Right? So here, what is R? R is Boolean, right? So in result, what you will be having? You will be having false. Yes or no? If false, you are checking. If false means it will go to else condition. Right? So another way, as you said, like if I want to check specifically, I will write R is equal to true. Will go here. Right? This is not required actually. You can just write R. Anyhow, it's giving true or false only. Based on if it is true, it will go here. If it is false, it will go here. Got it? If always takes Boolean condition, right? Hope I'm making sense. Hello?
Sir, can you explain this if condition? If after if you are mentioning only simply R without
Right.
adding any conditions to
So
that.
what is the syntax for if condition? What it will accept?
Will accept only Boolean means it will accept only true or false condition.
Correct, right? So now
Yes.
what is the value of R?
If he is a pass, it will true. He is a fail, it will false.
No, forget about calculation. What is the value of R?
Result of
Result,
S1,
sir.
S2, S3.
So what is the value of R?
Fail.
Fail.
R.
Fail,
Don't
sir.
fail or something. It's a true or false?
False.
False, sir.
False, right? So if false means it will come inside this condition or not?
Yes. It will automatically choose it. That one, sir.
No, if true, it will come inside. If false, it will go to else, right? So R you are already having Boolean value only, right?
We got it, sir.
You are saying R is false and it should go for if R is equal to false here. Then it should not be passed in all subjects.
Correct. So it will go to else, right? So I can write like this, right? Right? It will go to else condition, right? If I want first condition to be gone, I will write like this if true, right? So automatically I am already aware that R is false. Then why I need to compare with R is equal to true, right? So I'm expecting this value, right? So here what you are comparing, your false is equal to true, you are comparing, right? So instead that if I'm directly writing R, it will take a Boolean condition, it will decide it, right? So why I need to need additional condition?
Now here, actually, I'm not getting the point. You are saying if R is equal to the condition is right now is false.
Right.
If R is equal to false, then it will print only passed in all subjects, right?
Yes.
Then why it will go in else and system out failed in one or more subjects?
So what will happen in this case?
This is okay. It will go passed in all subjects.
Yes. So this is the decision parameter, not this one, right? So based on input, you are calculating the result. Yes or no?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, okay, but you are mentioning the title as passed in all subjects, na? If it is failed, it will show, it will go in first.
Puriyala. I didn't understand what you are saying. Same way.
So what I want to say is you have mentioned S1 as 10.
Yes.
Right? S1 as 10. Okay. So everything we got result as false.
Yes.
Okay. So it will take first R as a false.
Correct.
Then
If-
false, or what will be? It is false means it
He
will
failed or
directly
not?
take system line first line.
That's what I'm saying. If he's failed, it should go this condition only, right?
Now why it is taking as a else? Why it is not taking as a first one? Because the R result is false.
Our result is false, then it will go to else, right? See, what is the purpose? What is the syntax for if syntax is if value is equal to true, right?
Okay, got it. Okay.
So it will go here,
got it.
right? True condition. If it is false, it will go to else condition, right? This is the false condition, right? So it will never go inside if it is a true, right?
Yeah, I got it now. I got it.
Okay. So any other question? So now you understand it. What is the purpose of method? I can use it not only for this student. If I'm having other student, for example, right? I'm having S5, S6, S7, right? I can use the same result for next student also. right? Even this logic which I am writing, I can make it as a method, right? So the thing is like methods will help us to reuse the code and we can reuse it. We even if you want for 10 or 20 students also, we can reuse it, right? For example, let's take another, I will do some other things. Till now, you understand any questions still here for method? Everyone clear? Can we do another practice?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
let's do one thing. So I'm using this one. See, the problem is with this code is again I'm adding R1, again I'm having add one, I'm printing these values, right? Is there any possibility I can just pass the marks, then I will get the result printed, right? So I don't want any value to be written. I don't want result to be stored. I will just pass subject. I just want value to be printed, right? In that case, if I don't want any written value, what I will use is I will call another type. Return type is called public static void. Void means I am not expecting any response from him, but it can print the values, right? Print results, right? So it will take three subjects. Let's take int m, int m2, int m3, right? So now what I will do is here I will call results. If let's not make it complex. Let's r is equal to what I will do. I will use result and I will call m1, m2, m3. Then what I will do is, sorry, then I will write if error. Okay, because I am using return type as int, it's showing error. Okay, so now I am writing right if r this out all subjects, same condition. Instead of writing in main method, I am writing where? In another method, right? This one is the same thing. I am not having any return. You can note it. Am I returning anything value here? No, right? Here
No,
in all
sir.
the places you can see return values there. But here I am not having return. That's why I am returning here as void. Don't expect anything from this. It will work and it will exit. It will not return any value, right? So now I'm having method. So how to use it? What I will do is I will just write print result. Then I will pass S1, S2, S3. That's it. Here also I will say print results, right? S5, S6, S7. So I don't need this extra logic now, right? So now if I'm printing, so first student is what? Failed. Second student, let's make it pass. Okay. Okay. Second student, what I'm doing? Making it pass. When I'm running it, you can see failed in one or more subject, passed in all subjects, right? So actually I am calling method inside method and inside method, right? Now let's see the debug flow, how it will work. I'm adding debug points every place, right? So now let's run it. How the flow is happening. So see, please practice. Otherwise, it will make this task difficult. Okay. Now what happening? I'm taking S1, S2, F3. Then I'm going slowly one by one, right? So M1, M2, M3 I'm having. Now print result, right? So once print result coming, it will go to print result. Now where I am now in print result. From print result, where it will go? It will go to results, right? It is coming. I don't want this. Okay. So what happened now? I am in results. So once I am calculating this, it will return back to print result. right? Returning false. Why? Because M1 is 10. So it's returning me false, right? I'm coming back to print result from here. I'm going here, right? I'm just printing student fell in one or more subject. Why? Because R value is false, right? Then again, I am coming back again where it is coming for second student, right? So S5, S6, X7. Then again, I am calling print result is going back to print table, right? So then again, it will calculate, it will go to where? True, because this student is passed because he is having all the subject more marks. So it's going to true. Again, coming back, results. So what is the value of R now? True or false?
True, sir.
True, sir.
Okay, so 36. Now what it will? It will print all subjects. So hope you got it right. How it is happening? Method inside method, method inside method. So any questions still here? Now let's go again with simple another one. So till now, if you are okay, I will repeat previous tip and I will give some simple examples and we'll close today. So any questions still here?
No, sir.
All right. So now let's do with some simple things, sum, sub, and subtraction, and we'll see. Let have this code. I will go with right. So I'm creating another example. For example, I will just go with the calcul one. Right. Then I will write only some sub those only I will write public int. Why I'm writing public static? Why static? I will tell you later. This is having separate meaning. Okay. I'm going with int sum, int a, int b. What I'm doing, calculate return a plus b, right? Similarly, if I want subtraction, what I will do? Public static int
Static.
subtraction int a, int b, return
A
A
minus B.
minus B.
a minus b. Very good. If I want public division, what I need to do? If someone is telling very correctly, I will be happy. There is a slightly difference when we are going with division. Can anyone tell me? Tell me, please. Slightly difference will come when we are going with division.
Public static int division.
Int
Public static float.
float. Yeah, very good. Who said it?
Umar.
Umar. Because we can get decimal points, right? When we are dividing
Yes.
it. Division. Then here.
Int
Hmm?
A
Hmm?
int B.
Hmm?
Am I?
Here.
Return
Mm-hmm.
A division like slash.
A. Division.
B.
Slightly problem with your code. So anyone want to correct it? We initial classes when we are
Sir,
discussing.
float.
Yeah.
Yes,
Need to
sir.
mention
Any one
percentage,
number
sir.
should be float, sir. Float data type.
Another thing, another option I given, right? So in this case, I don't want any one number to be float. Then what I need to do?
Type conversion, sir.
Very good. Who is this?
Zaifa.
Uzaifa. Very good. We need to convert it to type conversion. Remember this point, right? In previous class? this is what it will do is, anyhow we are getting integer value, right? But we want it to convert it. For example, if I am not using this, what will happen? We'll get, for example, 1 by divided by 2 means what will get? 0. Why? Because integer value only will stored and decimal values will get ignored. So to make decimal values to be available, we need to convert it to float. Okay, now let's write some calculation here. Just I am writing int a or int x is equal to 4, int y is equal to 5, right? So if I am calling sys int z is equal to, we'll go with div only, because that as we did already for other things, right? So what we need to do, we need to write a float. Then I will plus x comma y, right? If I'm printing it. So what is the value of z? 0.8, right? So what if I'm not having this, right? It will give me a 0, right? Which is wrong, because when I'm calculating integer, decimal value will get ignored. There are two options, as Huzaifa said. I can make any value as a float, a single value, or I need to use force conversion or convert the type by using float. Okay. Okay. So now the value is. Oh, Umar, go to mute. Got it, right? Any questions still here? So I want you to try the students one only with homework. I will give some few more homeworks tomorrow. Just try to do those homeworks. Let's see how the things will go. Okay.
Sir, what should I post? Oh,
So I will give you homeworks, Umar, so you can share
okay.
with them. As of
Okay,
now,
sir.
what I will say, like student example is there, right? Which we did previously, like student passed or failed, right?
Okay.
So with if
With
conditions, we need
methods.
we used by if conditions, right? We need to use
Yeah.
methods to do that.
Okay.
Any questions still here? So these methods are clear. Why this static? I will discuss it in later stages. Why I am writing this static, but I want you to use as of now, whatever method you are writing, please add static for that. Okay. I will give this to you so that you can have some idea. Umar, you can share with the team. Are we good to close today? Any questions? I will wait for another 2 minutes and we'll close. Okay, no questions, then we can close. Let's wait 1 minute. So how many not done homework? Any challenges? See, if you are not doing homeworks, it's a very big challenge for me. Each class is related with previous classes, right? If you are missing one class, you cannot able to proceed further. So now you can see complete methods which we are using is based on the conditions, right? Conditional statements. So please try to practice and do the homework, please. Okay. So if you are having any challenges, feel free to ask. you are having coordinator, right? Asif is there and Umar is there. You can contact any one of them, right? And try to take help of them and try to complete the homework, right? If he's asking for voting, please vote it. Okay, no, also fine. If you are having some challenges, you cannot able to do that. Just make no and give the reason individually to me. No need to send to all. Right? There might be a challenges, right? So if you are not doing homework, just try next day at least to complete it. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So individually, I don't. Why I'm not dragging is like I'm seeing like some people are not doing. I don't want to take their names, right? So, but in near future, I will not accept any excuses. Okay. So valid excuses is anyhow reason, but I want to see the homework in their laptops, in their Eclipse. Okay. I will ask randomly. They need to open and explain me that homework. Okay. It might be feeling hard to you, but I need to take this medicine. I need to give this medicine to you. Okay. Please make sure that you are completing your homework, please. It's very important. Very, very important. Otherwise, you cannot learn Java. Okay, offline team is having different setup. They will be monitoring you when you are doing homework, but online, it's very big challenge for me to monitor whether you are doing homework or not, right? So of only 2 days I am available with you in offline, right? So please make sure that you are writing homeworks. It will help you a lot. Okay, and keep on iterating. Homeworks are very, very important. Okay, so thank you very much, team.